I mean, that was a good practice. Proud of our group. Proud of the way we've been building the guys we got in our room. So I'm really just excited to continue to get better and continue to work with these guys.
Speaking of Bryson, what have you seen from him, especially now that he's been able to get on the field this fall?
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was a super hard worker, physical, obviously, because he didn't play in the spring, but I was in the weight room with him every single day, and I knew he was a really good guy. And when he comes out on the field, he's physical, and you can tell like he just has certain attributes that not everybody has physically, and he's been making a lot of plays, and I think he's been really raising the level of our group.
Jim, you had the experience of being the team's #1 receiver last season. How has the added competition in the room kind of pushed you and made you better?
Yeah, I think it's great. One of our mottos is iron sharpens iron. And I think that our room is a perfect example of that. We have so many guys who are in there that can make plays, and when those guys make plays, it makes you want to make plays too. And I think that we kind of feed off each other, and we've done a good job of growing, and I can't wait to see what happens when the season comes.
To add along those lines, how have you seen the response of Keontez and Skyler, who were starters last year, and might feel some type of way about seeing their snaps go down, but we saw the last couple of days really just making an impact on this offense and finding a way to help, even though it might not be in the same role that they were last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing about this offense is that we're gonna have a lot of guys that are gonna contribute, and we need everybody. We need those top guys to be able to come in, especially because of the tempo that we play at. And I think those guys have been coming in, trying to make plays, improve themselves just like everybody else is every single day. And I think that just adds to our group. And when you can have two groups come in that really has no drop off and can make plays, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Jim, those sprints you guys run at the start of practice after stretching, Mike Brown says he's 6-1 on those. Is that accurate? Or?
He is lying. One, he jumps every day, and two, he does not win every day. He's won a couple times, but he jumped off sides. He's never got off on the right, like whistle and beat me. But he can't run. He can run decent for old man. He can run decent for old man.
So what would the record be then if you were keeping count?
He's never beat me if he went off on the right time. But if we're talking about jumping off, maybe he's beat me 2-3 times, maybe. But
why was it important for you to stay? I mean, I'm sure you could have gone elsewhere if you wanted to.
I mean, I'm a Wisconsin kid. Like, I'm Wisconsin through and through. I grew up a Badger fan. I love the people in our locker room. I love the school. And I feel like I can compete anywhere in the country. So it's like, no matter who was coming in, no matter what the coaching staff was, I just wanted to be able to compete and become a better football player. And obviously, knowing Coach Fickle and his staff's track record, that they produce good football players and they run program the right way. And I just want to be a part of it.
In all seriousness, what has it been about Coach Brown that's kind of stood out? It seems like he's almost like one of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has a lot of good relationships, and there's definitely a level of respect that's a little bit different with him. So I think it's good that a coach maintains that, but also has that communication, that relationship with his players, and he does a great job. But I think the thing that really sticks out is how much he cares. You can tell that he cares about his players, cares about everybody in the room, and obviously, X's and O's come down to that. But when you care about the guys in the room, you care about them off the field, their success, them growing as men. I think that's really important. I think that it makes people trust you, and put their faith in you and go out there and play hard for you.
What was that Platteville experience like for you guys?
It was good. It was actually better than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. It was obviously a lot of football, but it was super fun. We were able to bond as a team, and the food was damn good too. So that helped.
You talk about being a Wisconsin guy through and through. You know the history of receiver here. How do you think that this group might be able to kind of add a different chapter to it with the new offense?
No, I think we have a lot of opportunity. I don't want to disrespect any of the groups in the past. We have some good groups. Nick Toon and his group, and Jared Aberdaris, and obviously Lee Evans. All those guys, like they have groups that we can't overtake until we play games. And I think that we have the ability to be the best. And the only thing that we have to focus on is coming out here, giving our best every single practice, focusing every day, and just taking one step at a time.
What does Bryson just add to this room, and how are you guys just kind of picturing him getting involved with all the talent you guys have at that position?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just super physical. He obviously has great hands, really strong at the catch point. He just adds another person who competes his butt off too. Like, he's a super competitive guy, and I think that he just adds a depth and a certain physicality to our room that maybe we didn't have before.
You made a one-handed catch a few days ago too. I mean, that got a lot of hype in itself, and then you get a lot of hype from OBJ on Twitter. What was that moment like getting to see that?
It was pretty cool. I grew up, watching OBJ. I still remember his, catch he had on Monday night. I think it was Monday night against the Cowboys, and being able to have some love from guys like that, obviously it's great. It was just one play in camp, so it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, gives a little bit of respect and appreciation. It was pretty cool.
ask Coach Brown about this, but is it important for you guys to find that prototypical number one receiver who, the offense is just going to look to, when you're in trouble and need to move the chains? Or do you feel like 1 through 4, 1 through 6, it's anybody's job?
I think that's more of a question for the coaching staff. All I'm really focused on is trying to be the best that I can be, go out there and lead the guys, not only just by my words, but also by my actions and how I approach every single day, and just make as many plays as I can and do my responsibility. So I'm not really worried about rotation or like who's a 1, who's a 2, who's a 3. I'm just going out there and trying to make plays and win the championship.
Jim, with all this new stuff, there's so much excitement from the fan base, which increases expectations. Internally, what's that like? Do you guys talk about expectations, and if so, what's realistic?
Our expectations every single year are probably higher than all the fans, honestly, because we know the work that we put in and we know what goes into every day. Our expectations to win the championship. We know that doesn't come easily. We know that takes a lot of work, but we don't want anything less. We don't want anything less than being an Indian and holding that trophy up and then taking it even further.